Most realtors are living like drug addicts, even without knowing it. They are addicted to their own stress hormones, their anger, their sadness, their fear. They wake up every morning craving the same emotional hit that keeps them trapped in misery. The withdrawal from their own negative emotions is so uncomfortable that you'd rather stay depressed than feel a temporary discomfort of change. But what if I could tell you that breaking this addiction just takes 3 minutes a day? You are sitting on top of the most sophisticated technology that has ever existed on this planet. Yes, your brain. Yet most people use less than 5% of its true potential. They wake up, brush their teeth the same way, drive the same route to work, think the same thoughts, feel the same emotion, and react to the same situation predictably. They live the same day over and over again, and then they call it a life. If you are a realtor, think about it. You wake up, you check your WhatsApp for client messages, revisit the pain of last year's buyer who ghosted you, drive to the same sales center and mentally rehearse your last closed deal. As an off-plan realtor, you find yourself following the same routine, talking to the same people, talking to the same type of prospects and facing same objections over and over, never realizing you are stuck in a loop. What if in just 3 minutes a day you could break free from this automatic program? What if in those 3 minutes you could literally rewire your brain and change your body chemistry and step into a completely new version of yourself? The science is crystal clear and the results speak for themselves. The human brain processes 60 to 70,000 thoughts per day, yet 90% thoughts are the same thoughts you had yesterday. If you had the same thoughts, you make the same choices. The same choices create the same experiences, and the same experiences produce the same emotions. And when you feel the same emotions and you think the same thoughts, this cycle keeps most people trapped in mediocrity. Your biology, your neurocircuitry, your neurochemistry, and your neurohormones all stay exactly the same. And by the time you're 35, your identity is formed by select behaviors, emotional reaction, and unconscious habits, hardwired attitudes, beliefs, and perceptions that functions like a computer program. To create a change in your life, you must become greater than your environment, your body, and time. And it all starts with just 3 minutes. When you decide to change, something magical happens. Your brain doesn't know the difference between what you are experiencing in your outer world and your inner world. When you close your eyes and change your inner state, your brain thinks it's actually happening. Combine a clear intention. I've seen realtors, especially those selling luxury or off-plan, use these 3 minutes exercise before walking into a big presentation. Instead of replaying the last time they were rejected, they visualize closing the deal and feeling the handshake. The difference? The client senses the energy shift, and the result is often a signature, not another excuse. With an elevated emotion, you begin to change your state of being. Change your state of being, you change your life. Every day, without realizing, you are being hypnotized by your environment. The same people trigger the same thoughts, and that lead to the same emotion that influence the same behaviors. Your external environment controls your internal state. But when you sit down for those 3 minutes and control your thoughts and emotion, you're no longer a victim of circumstances. You become the creator of your experiences. And every time you have a new thought and you repeat it, you create a new chemical in your brain. So happy thoughts make chemicals that creates happiness. Sad thoughts make chemicals that create sadness. Your body doesn't know the difference between an experience that creates an emotion and an emotion you create by thought alone. So if you are living in the past thinking about what deals you lost, the clients who didn't call back or the ghosted you, listings you could close, reviewing problems and pain, you feel like those things are happening right now. How can you create a new future as a realtor when you're still living in the past? Can you recognize it yourself that by doing this, you're forming new neural connections, new thoughts which will drive your life? This is like learning a new skill where you learn to maintain new connections. This is what will change everything for you, and repetition is the mother of all learning. When you mentally rehearse an action, the brain records this as if you actually performed it. Studies show people who mentally rehearse playing piano develop the same neural networks as people who actually practice it. The brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined when done with emotional intensity. That is the reason athletes spend hours visualizing their performance, and I coach many cricketers where I make them visualize hours and hours so that they can go and create the result what they always wanted to create. For realtors, the most successful realtors in the world always visualize closing listings, closing off-plan deals, shaking hands with satisfied clients, and hearing congratulations, thank you, selling me this unit before it even ever happens. They are installing new neurological hardware in their brain to match their future. You can do the same thing in just 3 minutes a day when you think about your future. When you feel the emotion of your future reality before it happens, you are signaling new genes in new ways. You're changing your brain and body to look like your future has already happened. This is not just positive thinking. This is science. Your body is your unconscious mind. It doesn't know the difference between an experience that creates an emotion and an emotion that you create by thought alone. So when you start your day by feeling grateful, when you feel the joy of your future success as a realtor, or seeing yourself as being the number one agent in your market or in your company, or getting that massive commission, when you feel the love and gratitude from happy home buyers and sellers, your body believes it's living that reality right now. The heart plays a crucial role in this transformation. The heart has its own brain. It has over 40,000 sensory neurons that send more information to the brain that the brain sends to the heart. So when you activate heart-centered emotions like gratitude, appreciation, joy, and compassion, you create a coherent heart rhythm. This coherent heart rhythm sends organized signals to the brain, creating optimal performance. When your heart and brain are in coherence, you access higher levels of consciousness. You think more clearly, make better decisions, and your real estate business thrives as you are more connected to the purpose of being a realtor. This is a state where miracles happen. This is where you become unstoppable, not just as a person, but as a market leading realtor. But most people, even the top producing agents, are addicted to emotions of their past. They are addicted to the anger, frustration, sadness, fear, guilt, shame, and judgment. These emotions have become their identity. They literally don't know who they are without their problems or stories of deals gone wrong. Their suffering has become their comfort zone, even when a new listing or a big client is possible. So when you are stressed as a realtor, living in survival mode, running on stress hormones, you become materialistically selfish, competitive for resources. You believe there is not enough, especially if you are selling off plan in Dubai, competing with 50,000 or 60,000 other agents who are selling the same inventory or the same launch. You try to control and predict everything. You live in lack and separation, always wondering if you'll get the client or close that big deal. But when you move into an elevated emotion of gratitude, joy, love, you shift from survival mode into creation mode. Your heart opens, your awareness expands. You see new possibilities in your business and your career. You become more creative, intuitive, and generous. You believe anything is possible. Even standing out in a crowded real estate market, the 3-minute breakthrough principle is based on understanding that all transformation begins with a small, consistent action. And you don't need to meditate for hours. You don't need to completely overhaul your life overnight. You just need 3 minutes of conscious intention every single day. So why 3 minutes? Because it's so simple. You can't talk yourself out of it. Your brain won't resist. There is no excuse not to do it. And once you start, something beautiful happens. Those 3 minutes become 5 minutes or 10 minutes and 20 minutes. Before you know it, you've created a habit. that transforms your entire real estate career. The compound effect of these small daily actions is extraordinary. If you just improve 1% every day for the next year, you will be how many percentage better by the end of that year? Most people overestimate what they can do in one day and underestimate what they can do in a year or 5 years. They want massive change immediately, but they are not willing to be consistent with smaller changes. Let me give you some real example of what happens when people, especially realtors, commit to just 3 minutes a day. I've seen a realtor who turn around their career, attract high value deals and close bigger tickets, all because they were willing to spend 3 minutes a day changing their inner state. One Dubai off-plan realtor was constantly losing deals to other agents and felt invisible among thousands of competitors. She started a 3-minute daily practice, visualizing herself as a top agent, confidently presenting to clients, feeling proud after each closing. Within 3 months, she became one of the highest commission earners in her company. These aren't just miracles. This is a result of small daily actions. When you change your state of being, you change your energy and presence. You literally become a magnet for new opportunities that match your new state of mind. One realtor told me his business was failing. He was on the verge of giving up. He spent 3 minutes every morning visualizing his phone ringing with new clients, feeling excitement of closing deals and expressing gratitude for the referrals. And you know what happened? Within 6 months to a year, he was the top producer at his brokerage. The reason? Most people, including realtors, stay stuck in cycles of average results because they are living in survival mode. When you are in survival mode, you're running on stress and fear. Your focus is on problems, lost clients, slow months, tough negotiations, or market dips. But when you take your attention of problems and place it on possibilities, everything changes. When you stop obsessing about the listings that expired or the buyers who ghosted you and instead focus on who you are becoming, a successful, confident, high closing realtor, you change your future. Your personal reality as a realtor is created by your personality. How you think, act, and feel every single day. To create a new reality in your business, you must think different and act differently. You can't expect new results from old habits. Most realtors wait for something outside to change how they feel inside. When they get exclusive listing, they'll feel successful, and when they get that big commission, they'll be happy. When I am on top of a leaderboard, then I am worthy. This is what they think, but this is backwards. Feel the emotion first. Confidence, joy, gratitude, and successful results will follow. This is a difference between living as a victim of the market and living as a creator of your real estate destiny. A victim waits for something to happen to feel good. A creator changes how they feel to make something happen. The familiar past will always feel safer than the unfamiliar future. Your mind wants to repeat yesterday because it feels safe, even if yesterday was full of rejection and stress. That's why change feels hard. When you, as a realtor, start to think new thoughts and feel new emotions, your old self will try to pull you back to your comfort zone. But this is the key moment. You have to become greater than those thoughts and greater than those emotions if you want new results in your real estate career. The familiar past will always feel safer than the unfamiliar future. Your brain is wired to keep you safe, and safety means predictability. Even if your predictable life as a realtor is earning 25 or 50,000 dirhams per deal month after month, it's still familiar. That's why so many Dubai off-plan specialists stay stuck closing the smaller units, collecting small commissions and watching other agents celebrate 300,000, 700,000 or even a million dirham commissions on one deal. And they might be celebrating on social media or in real life. What's the real difference? It's not just leads, luck, or connection. It's their mindset, identity, and how they show up every single day. So the bottleneck is never the market. It's always your beliefs and your actions. So when you step into the unknown and start thinking new thoughts like, why not me? Why not this year? Why can't I be the agent who closes a penthouse or a tower? Your old self will resist. Your brain will send you thoughts like, this isn't working. Big deals are for someone else. I'm not that kind of a realtor. But these are just old programs trying to keep
you average. You have to remind yourself that the cost of staying same, settling for another 25,000 dirham commission is just greater than discomfort of changing. Ask yourself, what will your real estate career look in 5 years if you don't change today? What will you still be fighting for, hoping for? One buyer to say yes, or will you be the agent who gets called for million dirhams listing because your presence and energy is unmissable? You don't become what you want, you become what you believe. The moment you choose growth over comfort, magic begins to happen. The moment you choose the unknown over the known, the impossible becomes possible. So here's what I want you to understand about intention and attention. When you place your attention is where you place your energy. If you're always thinking about your problems, clients not calling back, listings getting expired, you don't get inventory from the developers, you're feeding your energy to your problems. But when you put your attention on your vision, on being the top Dubai realtor or running the successful brokerage or closing the life-changing deals, building a referral network, your energy flows to your future as well. You literally pull out your future into the present reality. This isn't wishful thinking, this is focus. The difference between thinking and the difference between just wishing for bigger deals and actually feeling you deserve and own them. When you are only thinking about your future, you are in your head. But when you are being your future, you show up at the sales office already feeling like a million dirham agent. Your actions, tonality and confidence shift. When you walk, you feel like, how are you walking? You feel the difference. You become the magnet for bigger deals. Bigger clients show up. Bigger commission starts coming in your life. You start seeing the challenges as new opportunities. You start to see obstacles as stepping stones, and you start to see setbacks as setups for the comebacks. See, the highest earning realtors aren't different. They just show up differently with a vision and emotion that matches where they want to go, not where they have been. So if you want to be a bigger player, then you need to believe you can win at that level. Act as if the deal is already yours and you'll attract it. When you move from trying to control every outcome to changing your internal state, everything changes. So instead of forcing deals, you allow clients and results to be drawn by you, by who you are becoming. Gratitude, joy, confidence, and compassion are the realtor's secret weapon. They lift your energy, shift your results, and allow you to become the off-plan specialist who closes a million dirham deals with ease and joy, without hustling, without staying stuck. Instead of pushing against resistance, you flow with possibility. The elevated emotion of gratitude, joy, love, and even excitement about your next deal are keys to this real transformation as a realtor. These emotions carry a higher frequency than stress, fear, or frustration. Emotions that are all too common for real estate agents fighting for every lead and every deal. When you practice these elevated emotions, you literally raise your personal energy and influence everyone around you. Gratitude is the realtor's superpower. When you wake up grateful for your leads, your network, your company, and the clients you haven't even met, you stop living in survival mode and move into a state of abundance. That's when the universe sends you that connections, the referrals. You are at the right time, at the right place. Luck starts being on your side. And what happens? Joy becomes your natural state, and you start closing the deals that you always wanted to close, even before the deals happen. Joy becomes your natural state as a realtor. Think of the excitement when you see your name on the leaderboard, or when your client calls you to celebrate after moving into their new home. See, love is the most powerful force in real estate. When you truly love what you do, helping families find their dreams homes or investors multiply their wealth, you build relationships that last years, not just one transaction. Compassion connects you with your clients, your team, and even your competitors. It reminds you that Dubai market is huge, and there is more than enough for everyone who elevates their mindset. These emotions don't feel good, they change your results. They shift your thinking. How can I survive this month? To how can I become the #1 off-plan agent in Dubai? Just remember, you're just one deal away. And when you do this, you rewire your brain and retrain your body to be ready for bigger deals and bigger rewards. If you want to change your results, you must first change your beliefs. You will never outperform the story you tell yourself. So when you upgrade your beliefs and choose to work hard on yourself, on your mindset, daily habits, and your energy, you become unstoppable. You have to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. And when you outgrow the old version of you, the world starts to bring you opportunities you are finally ready for. This is what sets the 7-figure Dubai realtors apart. They practice the 3 minutes a day mental reset, focusing on gratitude, success, and the vision of who they want to become. No matter what happened yesterday or an hour before, you become a living example of what's possible in real estate. Not by preaching, but by being the person who has already change. This is how you build an energy that attracts high net worth clients, big listings, big off-plat deals, the biggest transactions in your city. Let me share with you a daily practice that will change your life as a realtor. This is your new 3-minute ritual for transformation. First, find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Maybe it can be in your car or your first viewing or just before that client is about to come or even at your desk before the call starts. Sit comfortably, close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. With each breath, let go of the tension from yesterday's tough calls or deals that didn't close. Allow yourself to relax completely. Now, place your hand on your heart and begin to breathe slowly and deeply. Breathe in for 5 counts and hold for 5 and breathe out 5. This coherent breathing will create a sense of calm, clarity, and focus. And as you breathe, bring to your mind 3 things you're truly grateful for in your real estate business. Feel it. Let the feeling expand throughout your entire body. Maybe it's a client who trusted you, a developer who gave you an exclusive inventory, or a team that supports you, or a lead generation campaign that really worked for you. Feel the emotion of gratitude in your heart, not just as a thought, but as a real feeling. Let that feeling of gratitude expand throughout your entire body. Next, visualize your vision for your future as a realtor. See yourself living your ideal real estate life, maybe closing that 7-figure off-plan deal, maybe holding the keys to your new luxury penthouse, or maybe winning the top agent award at your brokerage. But don't just see it, feel it. Feel the joy of your success, the excitement of the next closing, the appreciation from your clients, and the financial freedom that comes with it. From this elevated state, set a clear intention for your day. Ask yourself, how do you want to show up as a realtor today? What kind of agent do I want to be in every client conversation? What new energy levels will I bring in today? Like how will I be more confident? What value will I bring to the showing? What do I need to do? Pick 3 qualities: confidence, focus, or being warmth, or even subconscious influence. That is one of the qualities which realtors can learn. Then from your heart, send gratitude and good wishes out to your clients, your family, your team, and even your competitors. Feel the connection between your heart and the opportunities coming your way. So when you open your eyes, carry this feeling in your day. Remember your vision, remember your intention. Let this elevated state guide your calls, your listing appointments, your networking, and every message you send. At night, before you go to sleep, spend 3 minutes reflecting on your day. What went well in your real estate business? What are you grateful for? What did you learn? How did you grow? This short reflection locks in your progress and helps your subconscious mind prepare for even bigger success while you sleep. Consistency is the key. You must do it every single day without exception. Even if you do it for 24 days, you will build on a huge momentum, and that momentum will make you stop chasing small deals or living in stress, and it will start getting the transformation that you always wanted. Like you'll build yourself a long-term real estate brand or that strong pipeline for sales. Stick with it, and soon 3 minutes will become 5 and 5 will become 10, and this new energy will become your realtor edge. The first few weeks will be the hardest. Your old self, the version of you that settles for 25,000 dirham commission, that fears rejection or dreaded calls, will resist this new ritual. You'll hear thoughts like, is this really working? Maybe I'm just not the kind of realtor who can close big deals. But these thoughts are just old versions of you trying to keep you stuck. Doubt kills more dreams than failure will ever will. You must push through this discomfort. It's a sign that real change is happening. The brain will try to pull you back from what's familiar, where you will stress about leads, worrying about inventory, and comparing yourself to other agents. Your body might crave for old rush of negativity or even judgment, but keep reminding yourself who you want to become. This is normal. This is the price of growth in Dubai's ultra competitive real estate industry. This discomfort, it's not a problem. It's a proof that you are breaking free from the prison of your past deals and old identity. The people around you may not understand your transformation. Maybe your family thinks real estate is too risky, or your friends question why you work so hard on your mindset. They may try to pull you back to your old comfort zone, criticize your new beliefs, or dismissing your morning routine. That's okay. Your growth will challenge their excuses. Your rise will disrupt their comfort. That's why it's crucial for every ambitious realtor to build a community of high performing peers. Connect with other agents who are committed to growth. Read books that inspire your sales and mindset. That is the reason why I created the Realtor One system, where you can connect with like-minded people who are invested in upgrading their subconscious level so that they can match their dreams. Because you don't get what you wish for, you get what you work for. Your willingness to work on yourself for just 3 minutes a day is your secret weapon. The compound effect that transforms not just your results but your legacy. So here's your real test as a high performing realtor in Dubai or anywhere else. Success is never about living a comfortable, predictable life. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Easy times don't build strong people. Millionaire realtors are not made by avoiding discomfort, they are made by embracing it, learning from setbacks and coming back stronger. If you are serious about moving from 25 dirham deals to 300 or 700 or even a million dirham deals, remember, it's not about losing a deal, it's about what you do next. Every great agent has lost deals, missed targets, or faced months when nothing seemed to work. But top 1%, they turn setbacks into springboards. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your system. That's why strong realtors and future millionaire agents are forged into fire of rejection and failure. Your emotional resilience is your secret weapon. Lose a deal, refocus, reset, and come back to the 3-minute daily ritual. Visualize your next big closing, reconnect with your mission. Let the market watch you rise. Commit to these 3 minutes every morning before you check your phone or messages. Visualize your success, feel gratitude, and set your intention as a top realtor. Reflect every evening what you did learn today, what went well, and what you will do differently tomorrow. Don't hide from the discomfort. When you lose a deal, use it as a fuel. Strong realtors get stronger with every challenge. Join a community that elevates you. Surround yourself with winners, positive energy, and next level thinking. So if you're ready to become a stronger, wealthier, and a more resilient realtor, join the movement. The Realtor One system is transforming lives and building a global community of unstoppable realtors who are smashing their income ceiling and redefining what's possible in the real estate business. If you're ready to join the winning team, click on the link and learn more about. You can book a call with me or my team and step into your next level. Don't just survive, become a realtor you are meant to be. Comfort never made great characters. Your next breakthrough is on the other side of discomfort. Take the step. Let's make you a millionaire realtor. Book the call now.